What's up guys, Joey here, and it's time for another comparison, but not our usual full comparison. We're only going to be taking a look at key aspects from two particular phones, and today we have the Honor 8X and the VIVO V11. But before we begin, if you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button to get more videos, ring the bell icon to get notified every time we upload, and give us some love in the comment section down below. And of course guys, visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. So without any further ado, let's get this comparison started. Now, like I said earlier, this is not going to be a full comparison. We're only going to be taking a look at a few key aspects, namely design, display, memory, and battery. Alright, so let's take a look at design. It's a bit of a challenge to determine which of these two devices has the better design, as they both exude the look and feel that you'd expect from a premium 2080 mid-range phone. But of course, we do have some things that set these two apart. Their unique design gimmicks, for instance. Taking a look at the V11, it's one of the pioneers of the small notch in the local Philippine market with their implementation that they call the Halo notch. It's kind of like the Essential phone's notch that only consists of the front camera and is less intrusive. It also has a couple of unique colors available, namely Nebula and Starry Night. They both have cool bluish gradients, but the Starry Night one takes it a step further with this glitter-like effect that's supposed to simulate stars. The Honor 8X, on the other hand, also looks pretty good. This black model we have here looks pretty classy and elegant with its vertical cameras and the glass back, which really reminds us of its cousins over from Huawei, the P20 series. The notch is more of the standard rectangular shape, though it's relatively thinner than most we've seen this year. So the Honor 8X isn't here in the Philippines just yet, but we hope to also get the red edition variant, which also looks very cool. So for this one, I'm gonna say it's a tie. I do like the really cool and premium looking gradient with the stars from the V11, but I also like the classy glass on black that the Honor 8X gives. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point, it's all pretty much up to personal preference, but for me, I'm gonna have to go with maybe just a little slightly the V11 because of the smaller notch, but then again, the Honor 8X, not bad either, so I'm gonna give it a tie for this round. Okay. Let's move on to the displays. The Honor 8X comes in with a 6.5-inch 19.5 by 9 IPS display running at 1080p. And on the other hand, the VIVO V11 has a slightly smaller 6.41-inch AMOLED display, also with a 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio, also running at 1080p. Now on paper, these specs are more than enough to provide great viewing experiences, but they use different display technologies. IPS gets you good color reproduction and viewing angles, but AMOLED screens have even better color, deeper blacks, but can suffer from bad viewing angles and screen burn-in over time. That's a big deal. So there isn't really much of a clear winner here either. Both displays are quite good, each with their own advantages. Personally, I prefer the better color and contrast you get from an AMOLED display, but I can also appreciate an IPS screen's good viewing angles. So now it's memory showdown time. Let's get down to the technicals. The Honor 8X comes at 4GB of RAM and either 64 or 128GB of internal storage. And the VIVO V11 comes in at 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Both phones' internal storage can be expanded via microSD, with the Honor 8X up to 400GB and the V11 only up to 256GB. So for this section, it's pretty much a split decision. The RAM side goes to the VIVO V11 for having 6GB over 4, but the storage side of things goes to the Honor 8X for having a 128GB option, as well as bigger expansion potential with that 400GB via microSD. And lastly, battery life. The Honor 8X comes in with a 3750 mAh battery, while the VIVO V11 has a 3400 mAh one with dual engine fast charge. On paper, the 8X has the advantage of slightly larger capacity, but we have to take a look at the numbers for a more objective insight. In our standard video loop test, the V11 lasted for 17 hours, while the Honor 8X lasted 19 hours and 42 minutes. Both are really good results, but come on, it's clear who wins this one. I mean, you could argue that the V11 has better charging technology, but that almost 20-hour video loop test result from the Honor 8X clearly edges out this one. So just to clarify things, the video loop test isn't really indicative of everyday usage, but it does give us a lot of insight into how much of a beating a particular battery can take. Alright, so it's been a pretty close battle at this point and there's no clear winner just yet. But if you want a phone that's both elegant looking and long lasting, you might want to opt for the Honor 8X. But if you want a shiny, shimmering design more as well as a device that has more RAM, then the VIVO V11 is probably the one for you. But guys, remember, these are only 4 categories that we're basing this on. There's a lot more to discuss in a comparison. You still have cameras, you still have the processor and overall performance, etc. But yeah, that's about it for our quick comparison between the Honor 8X and the VIVO V11. If you want a more full comparison between these two devices, let me know in the comments down below and we'll see if we can make one. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe to get more videos like this, ring the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video, and be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Joey and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!